Hey, welcome Radiant Church, and I'm here in the podcast room where we filmed Radiant midweek. Had a great reception so far as we're diving into the end times conversation. And I've had a few folks ask, hey, where do I find the podcast, Jason? Well, if you go to our website and click on the teachings, it'll get you there. You can also search Escaping Babylon on YouTube. It's also on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Podbean. But if you still have trouble, just shoot me an email or one of the leaders and we'll get you a link on where you need to go. Wanted to take a moment today, if I could, and give you a quick Reach update. First, a big reminder, something we haven't talked about in a few weeks, but I think we need to constantly be reminded of. How's your one doing? Who's your one? Maybe you're new to this concept, and here at Radiant Church, we ask that question. Who's your one? Who is that one person that's far from Jesus that you need to pour into, to invest in? Because Radiant's all about introducing people to Jesus and helping them become like Him. So again, while we haven't talked about it in a while, it's time to put our foot back on the pedal. How's your one doing? Have you identified a one? And what's your next step? Another big yay God moment, if we could, is as of this point, we're about 3 months into the 2-year Reach campaign, and I'm proud to announce that we have brought in $100,000 of our $440,000 promises. Hey, let's just take a moment and thank God for that. How incredible. Great job, team. I am so proud of you. We can do this if we remain focused and intentional about these next steps and generous in our giving. Another quick update for you, the daycare is moving forward. We've cleared all the hurdles with the state, the local officials, and the landlord, and at the moment we're just awaiting some bids from the various people so that we have a better idea of the date and the cost of the entire project. We had to work through some issues that slowed us down a little bit in July concerning some exit doors, but I'm proud to say that we have jumped over all those hurdles with the state, with the local board, and also with the landlord, and we're looking forward to. In fact, in those conversations, I have another big yay God moment, and that's to say at the Pleasant Hill facility, Comfort Keepers, which is our next door neighbor, is leaving in the next 3 to 4 months, and we will then be taking on that facility as well, which will add an additional 2,100 square feet to our space, and this will allow us to serve more kids, some more space for counseling, and whatever other ideas that God is sending us our way. I'm looking forward to that. At the moment, we're still aiming for an October-November launch of the daycare, and so if you're interested in working at the daycare, now is the time to begin letting us know. If you're interested in your child attending, we're accepting early registrations. I'll include a link or an email address below for you to contact and get more information on that. Also, as we begin to market this with Facebook and those other social media streams, any help you could give, just getting the word out, forwarding any of our posts, telling your friends and neighbors would be greatly appreciated. We expect construction to begin in just the next few weeks, and so if you attend Pleasant Hill, I want to go ahead and just remind you, be patient. There's going to be a little more dust, a little more debris. Things won't always look put together each week. Bear with us because we believe that what God is doing is for improvement and to ensure that when we make new friends and you do the hard work of inviting your one, they will have the best experience possible. Also, while we're using contractors for most of the work being done around here, there will be some small projects that could use some help. We might need some help moving chairs when they're doing carpet, cleaning some other areas, maybe even just painting a small wall. If you could help us with that, that would be great. Another cool story as we're talking about how we can reach our community through Jesus Christ. Bob Larson, who you know is part of our board here and attends our Ankeny campus, he's also part of the teaching team. He's launching a new ministry called Libertas. And in this ministry, if you're struggling with pornography or compulsive sexual behavior and you feel powerless to stop, hey, he's been there. He can help. And the real question he's going to ask you is this: do you want to get well? And so if you're struggling in this area, we'd love to hear from you. We understand and we'll protect your privacy. You can contact Bob directly at bob@radiantonline.org, or you can send me a text or an email as well, and I'll get you what you need to move forward with that. Let's continue to make Radiant a place for healing, and I love Bob's entrepreneurial spirit. The real question is for some of you, what is the Lord pushing you to do in order to be a blessing throughout the week? The next thing is Ankeny campus, and Ankeny, I want to remind you, you are not an afterthought in any of this. I met with the board this week as we were discussing what's going on, and they continue to shake their heads in agreement. We're making the changes at Pleasant Hill so we can turn our attention to the Ankeny campus. And while it may be a little bit longer, you will not be in the FFA Center forever. Every single leader at Radiant thanks you for your time, your service. We know that setup and teardown is difficult each week, but we think it's worth it. It's a lot of work, and we are enormously appreciative and proud of you. Thank you so much. But please be reminded, we are firmly invested in the future of the Ankeny campus, and you are absolutely a part of Reach. We are making changes at Pleasant Hill so we can turn our attentions to you. And it is our intention to find Radiant Ankeny campus a future home so that you too can service the community and stop tearing down and setting up each week. And so in all of that, we just want to remind you, we love you, we care for you. And it is our intent to set you up with a location. Why? So that you then can turn your eyes to starting another location as well. Why do we do that? Because it's multiplication, and that's what Radiant is all about. We're about multiplying disciples, leaders, and churches. And while we are one church in two locations, our fates are absolutely tied. And we believe that God is opening doors for the entire process. We continue to grow by double digits at both campuses, even throughout the summer. We're celebrating baptisms next month. This is all happening at a time when more and more reports show that the Christian faith is in decline throughout our country, and yet God is graciously growing Radiant Church. If you're new to Radiant this week, man, a huge, big welcome to you. I hope you can see that we're a small church with big God-sized dreams. We want to live beyond Sunday morning to be a blessing in our community 7 days a week. And so if you're looking for a community that will challenge you to grow and desires to be more than just a Sunday morning gathering, I would encourage you to give Radiant a try. So I hope this update for you has been a big, huge yay God moment. He is great and he is worthy to be praised, but also a big shout out to each of you. Keep inviting, keep sharing Jesus, keep giving to Reach, shine your light. Why? Because it's time to grow and the best is yet to come. I love you all. Thanks for letting me be your pastor. Have a great week.